Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're just gonna go straight into this video. Right here I'm just doing my hair, prepping it for this sleek bun or ponytail rather. I'm not gonna talk through this part of the video because it's pretty self-explanatory, so enjoy. Okay, now that my hair is done, we're gonna go straight into the makeup look. So today I wanna do a very natural but beat makeup look, something that you guys can recreate and just use simple, easy products. Of course, some of these are products that I used in my previous video and some that I just purchased, so let's get into it. I think about like 2 weeks ago, I had plucked my eyebrows and they looked pretty cute. It turned out really good, but I had these really crazy looking tweezer bumps on like the top of my eyebrows. I don't know, you might have seen it in my last couple videos, but it was a struggle, and now they're growing back. Y'all, please comment down below and let me know what you've been doing to upkeep your eyebrows, because tweezing, I don't know, it's just, I don't know. So first I'm going to apply my Too Faced Hangover RX primer, which is like, this is my second time buying this primer and it's just one of my favorites. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but it's just a primer that I know for a fact works. So next I want to try something different, and I'm going to apply this ColourPop Soul Glow Oil that I got like 3 months ago, and I also used this when I went on my trip to Puerto Rico a while back ago, and I really love the way it gave me a really bronzy, glowy look. So what I'll be doing today is applying this on top of my skin, kind of like an illuminizer to give me that glowy look. So I'm just putting this on the back of my hand. Ooh, look at it drip. I want to apply this with a sponge. I'm just going to press this into my skin. This is giving me a very sheer glow moment. I can only compare this to my MAC Strobe Cream, which is a little bit thicker in like consistency, but this one, it just looks very skin-like. I feel like my skin is looking really glowy, very hydrated, like we just was laying out in the sun at the beach. But it's okay, even though we can't, you know, be there, we can look the part. So right on my cheek area, I'm going to apply the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and apply a little bit on my cheeks, just because I don't want that to be too shiny. So for foundation, I'm going to use the NYX Born to Glow Natural Radiant Foundation in the shade Cinnamon. This foundation is starting to become my favorite because of just the finish and just the way it looks like. It just looks like a high-end foundation. You'll see. To apply this foundation, I'm going to use my Morphe M439 brush, which is just like a flat buffing brush. And I'm just going to spray this with my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray just a little bit. And I'm just gonna dab over it with my sponge just to get any excess product. Okay, we are looking like really glowy right now, and I'm feeling it. For concealer, I'm going to apply the Revolution Pro Ultimate Coverage Crease Proof Concealer in the shade C11.2. This is just my favorite go-to concealer just because of the way it blends into my skin, girl. I literally use like this much underneath one eye, and it covers so much. And this shade is actually nice. I can tell that it has a really nice yellow undertone to it, which is a plus. As you can see, that covered my whole entire eye area just by using my finger. I'm going to apply another concealer just to brighten up my face a little bit more. I don't want to apply a shade that's too bright, so I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 330. Since we already added that first concealer underneath the eyes, I'm only going to apply it towards my cheeks. You know what I've been doing lately is applying the concealer around my mouth area. What I used to do was color correct, and sometimes I still do that, but lately I've been using a concealer around my mouth area. So next, I'm going to cream bronze. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty cream bronzer. I just did a video reviewing this product, so if you want to know my thoughts about that, I'm going to put the link up here somewhere. So I recently came upon this video of this YouTuber who was reviewing the Fenty Beauty cream bronzers as well, and she basically had her opinions about the bronzers and how the deeper shades are more like contouring shades, basically lacking the true warmth of a bronzer. And so she came up with this idea of mixing her cream bronzer with the blush shade Rose Latte, and I just feel like that idea of mixing both the bronzer and blush was just genius. So we're going to attempt that today. So I'm just going to apply this with a flat buffing brush. I got this from Amazon. I'm going to link the whole brush set down below if you want to check these out. You know what, I don't want to dip the brush in here, so I'm just going to take this eyeshadow brush and like scrape it a little bit. I'm gonna apply this on the back of my hand. Right now I'm just gonna mix it on the back of my hand and see what shows up, boo. So it does look a little like harsh at first, but I'm gonna blend that out. But I do see the warm rosy undertone to it. Blend it out with the sponge so it can look a little bit less harsh. This side is definitely giving me that warmth that I need, honey. I feel like if you're a lighter skin tone and you think that the blush may be a little bit too deep for you, I definitely recommend blending it with your bronzer. Of course, just blending it out with my sponge. And I feel like the rosy undertone of it gives it like a burnt sun kiss, like I've been outside in the sun for hours, girl, you can't tell me nothing type of look. So now it's finally time to set, and I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Let me blend my eyes out first, girl. Make sure you blend out any creases in the process because you don't want to set that. Instead of a sponge, I'm going to use my Morphe E50 E48 brush just to lightly set it. because I feel like I put a lot of concealers around my eye area and I don't want to over powder it. This brush is so good if you're like in a rush, because it's going to set your makeup really fast without you over powdering. To set everywhere else, I'm gonna use my Sephora Micro Smooth setting powder in the shade Tan 35. And the reason why I'm setting the creams is because you don't want to leave these by themselves, okay? Your skin is going to look greasy, it's going to look oily, plus I just put on a hydrating primer and then that illuminizer, so I don't want creams, liquids to just sit on my face. But if that's your dish, then do what you do, boo. But if you want to ensure the longevity of your makeup, I recommend using a very lightweight powder. That's why I love using this. So to set my bronzer, I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer in the shade 02 Warm. And I'm just pressing that where I applied the cream bronzer. Next, I'm gonna move on to brows. I'm gonna do this off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done. I use the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. This shade is a little bit too light. I had to darken it up a little bit, but I also bought a backup. This is in the shade Espresso, and I hope that it's dark enough. I want to go in with a similar shade like Rose Latte, so I'm going to use my Anastasia Blush Trio. If you watch my videos for a minute, this is my favorite blush, okay? I want to blend that blush out lightly. I feel like the blush is a little bit too high, so I'm going to apply a little bit of this Fenty Beauty loose powder in the shade Honey, and I'm going to apply a little bit underneath my eye area. This isn't really a super brightening shade, it's just the same color as my skin tone, honestly, but I don't use it anymore because it's a little bit too yellow for your girl. So for highlighter, I'm going to use the Dose of Colors Katie and Desi highlighter in the shade Chasing the Sun, and I'm going to apply this with an eyeshadow brush because I only want it in certain spots. And I'm using an eyeshadow brush to apply my highlighter because I feel like sometimes when I use like a regular fan brush, like you can see the streak of highlighter on your skin, which is not really flattering to me. So I like to have more control of the product, and applying it with a eyeshadow brush is really going to give you control of where you want the product. I forgot to do my nose contour. Just going along the bridge of my nose. I cannot find my black liquid liner. This is troubling me. So we're just gonna go straight into the mascara. At first I wasn't gonna apply lashes, but I'm just gonna use these by iEnvy. I think I used these like 2 videos ago. They're really natural and they add just a slight volume to the lash without being too dramatic. Okay, while the lashes dry, I'm gonna do the lips. So I like wiping my lips off with like a makeup wipe first, because that like build up product is just not gonna look right when you have your lipstick and lip gloss on. I'm going to be using the NYX lip liner in the shade Nutmeg. Then I want to apply this ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF4. Yes, BFF4, and this is with Shayla, Makeup Shayla. This is her collection. I'm only going to overline the top of my lips with this shade. And then of course underneath here, underneath my lip. As you can see, I kind of just contoured my lips without making them too dramatic. I got this trick from Amanda Ensing. She did this on her IGTV, and thank you, girl. This lip is bomb. First lipstick I'm gonna use is this Morphe one. If you are brown skin or close to my skin complexion, this will be a perfect nude for you. Okay, lashes are on, girl. Now I'm just gonna set my makeup with the Morphe Luminous setting spray. So I'm just gonna untwist my hair. Oh, clearly my hair isn't 100% dry. So if you just would rather have your hair dry, you can just use a blow dryer to make this process a little faster. Oh, our ponytail is looking real cute. I'm just gonna go back in and flip the edges one more time. Okay, now that I'm finished with the hair and makeup look, I'm gonna go straight into the outfit. Okay, guys, I'm back with the outfit change. I'm currently wearing a biker short set from Love Culture in a size, I believe, a medium/large. And this top is from Pretty Little Thing. This is actually a cohort set. It came with matching sweatpants. It's also featured in one of my try-on hauls that I did a couple of videos back. So if you want to see what I bought, I'll put that in the description box down below. If wearing a sweatshirt seemed to be a little bit too hot, you can easily throw on a light cardigan and you're good to go. Well, that is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like always, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more content like this. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.